Ndị be anyị ekene m unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke tata. Tata bụ ụbọchị nke 12 of January 2023. Asị m ndị be anyị nke echiri ya zelu, asị na ya dịrị na mma na ọ ya dịka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ, otu anyị kwuru otu akọ ya dịrị ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị, anyị eje n'ugbu a ka anyị gosi unu ya bụ ihe anyị ji maka wee bịa n'ebe akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nketa, dịka anyị si kwuo unu nkwa na gị na-ewetara unu ọpdeti ọbụla bụ gbasịta maka ife n'ime n'ala Igbo, ana gbasịta maka nwere onwe nke a na-azụ dịka o si dị. Dịka ihe ga ya bụ ife gee ya ọfụma ọfụma, ya bụ ihe Biafran prime minister kwugasị dị iche iche, ị ga-esi ya ịdrọpụra your own comment, your own contribution gbasịta maka ihe ndị a niile dị iche iche kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ. All right, over to you, sir.
To declare independent, with the rest following to continue for the 21 months. Concluding the Kazakhstan independence in 1991, this event, part of the broader process dubbed the Parade of Sovereignties. It led to the dissolution of the Soviet Union in December 1991. Now, I want everyone to listen to how Lithuania lost their independence in the first place, just like Biafrans. After the partition of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth in the 18th century, Lithuania was part of Russia Empire. In the aftermath of the Russian Revolution in 1917, the Council of Lithuania, chaired by Jonas Basanavičius, proclaimed the Act of Independence of Lithuania on February 16, 1918. Lithuania enjoyed independence for 2 decades, just like Biafra enjoyed independence for 3 years of war. In August 1939, the Soviet Union and the Nazi Germany signed Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, Molotov, dividing Eastern Europe into spheres of influence. The same thing British have done against us. They divide Eastern Europe into spheres of influence. The Baltic states, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia were assigned to the Soviet sphere of influence and subsequently were occupied in June 1940 and converted into Soviet socialist republics. In Lithuanian case, President Antanas Smetona left the country rather than accept the occupation. He did not sign but turned over his presidential duty to Prime Minister Antanas Mekris as per the constitution. The next day, Mekris declared himself president in his own right. The cabinet confirmed Mekris in office, claiming that Smetona had effectively resigned by leaving the country. He left to exile. 2 days later, under Soviet pressure, Mekris appointed Justas Palakis, a left-wing journalist and long-time opponent of the Smetona regime, as prime minister. Mekris then signed at Moscow instance, making Palakis acting president as well. The Soviet then used the Palakis government to give the final Soviet takeover the appearance of legality. Palakis government staged a heavily rigged election for a people's Seimas, in which voters were presented with a single communist-dominated list. The newly elected people's Seimas met on July 21st with only one piece of business: a resolution declaring Lithuania a Soviet republic and petitioning for the admission to the Soviet Union, which carried unanimously. The Soviet Union duly approved the request on August 3rd. Since then, Soviet sources have maintained that Lithuania's petition to join the Soviet Union marked the culmination of a Lithuanian socialist revolution and thus represented the legitimate desire of the Lithuanian people to join the Soviet Union. The Soviet authority undertook Sovietization policies, nationalization of all private properties, collectivization of agriculture, suppression of the Catholic Church, and the position of the totalitarian control. At the same time, free and national health system were also introduced. The armed anti-Soviet partisans were liquidated by 1953. Approximately 130,000 Lithuanians, dubbed enemies of the people, were deported into Siberia. This happened in June deportation and March deportation. After the death of Joseph Stalin in 1953, the Soviet Union adopted the Stalinization policies and ended mass persecution. Non-violent resistance continued both in Lithuania and among the Lithuanian diaspora. These movements were secret, illegal, and more focused on social issues, human rights and cultural affairs rather than political demands. The reason I want to touch on this particular history is so that you understand that Biafra will do exactly the same thing and even more. And it will happen this year. Those cabinet members and delegates that will come to Helsinki in 2024 will have their signature appended on our document of the Declaration of the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra in 2024. For this to be possible, Simon Ekpa have done everything that needed to be done. The rest lies on you. And like I said, what is needed is resources. Biafra is here. Biafra has been declared both academically, intellectually, and otherwise in 2023. It is now the Declaration of the Restoration of Biafra. I want you all to understand that Nigeria do not have president as it stands today. The people ruling Nigeria, from the President Tinubu to the Vice President, are all foreigners. They are aliens. Tinubu is not a Nigerian. Shetima is not a Nigerian. Tinubu is from Guinea. He manipulated his way to become the governor of Lagos State. He manipulated his way to be part of Nigeria system during the military regime, because Nigeria do not have what it takes to be a country. Nigeria do not have database. Nigeria do not have any security. Nigeria is not a country where you can, your background can be checked. So Tinubu manipulated his way during the military era, and he was regarded as a Nigerian, but he was never a Nigerian. And I'm telling you today, he is from Guinea. He is from Guinea. And I stand to be challenged. Anybody who said that Tinubu is a Nigerian should tell me which village he come from in Nigeria. Which village? Who is his father? I am telling you today, Tinubu is not a Nigerian, but he's really Nigerian. Shetima is not a Nigerian, but he's really Nigerian. Many of these people that are from North, they are not originally from Nigeria, but from Niger area. Nobody is a Nigerian, by the way. And I start to be corrected. Nobody is a Nigerian. But there are people that are from Niger area. So I think the right word would be he is not from Niger area, because he is not from even the West Africa. So none of these people ruling you today is from Niger area. They are not from the north, Niger area. They are not from the south, Niger area. They are not from any part that is even close to Sahel. They are all from Guinea, Central African Republic, Mauritania, and what have you. They manipulated their way to power because Nigeria was designed to be so. I am going to share image from the signatures of the people that signed the Lithuanian Declaration of the Restoration of Independence in 1990. And this is exactly what Biafra will do in Helsinki in 2024. On this note, I will give the co-host opportunity to continue from here, and I will entertain questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister, Your Excellency, Mazi Samonepa. Happy New Year. And fellow Biafrans, thank you very much for joining this very space. And I will say Happy New Year to all of you, wherever you are spacing from across the world. PM is an emergency space, and is a good one. He has led a very strong background. Here we are in 2024, which is the final of the finals. And without missing words, PM has enumerated numbers of conditions needed to have a restored independent state of Biafra. And so far, within the 9 months of 2023, Biafra, through the work of the Prime Minister, has met all the criteria. And this is what is breaking the heart of those who are not part of this movement, who decided to work against the movement. They have now recounted their loss because every effort to bring the PM down did not work. And here we are talking about the declaration of the restoration of the declaration of independence for the restoration of Biafra states, which is a very, I mean, it is a finisher of this. I'm backing it up with a very strong database, which he has been emphasizing. The database collections, how it's going to be collected, the moment the link is released, where to register for the self-referendum before this very future convention is talking about will take place, which is the final of finals. So, as you can see, Biafra is here with us. We are already in an independent state, but nevertheless fighting the battle that's supposed to come with it. And this is why he is emphasizing resources. When it comes to resources, we have the human resources and we have also the capital resources. He's not talking about human resources. Human resources is very, very enough, but we need money to make sure we keep this fire burning and keep Nigeria off balance until the day he declares the independent state of Biafra from Helsinki. And anybody who don't like it should go and look for a life transformer, not in Nigeria, because Nigeria don't used to have light, and hug him or herself. Nevertheless, we proceed. We recognize the presence of our Chief of Staff, Dr. N. Orabeze, is here in the space with us. That's a good evening, Chief of Staff. So please, if you have a question, do raise your hand. You know the procedure, you know the protocols. You go straight to your point. You will greet the PM. You are going to salute his doggedness and his wickedness when Biafra come. But for now, we are on a stage of and maybe we are using this very space to enlighten those who don't know what we have achieved from March 2023 to this December that just passed, and here we have continued. So go straight to your question, please, if you have any, and that is by showing the sign of raising your hands. We will call upon you to ask these very questions. Thank you, and good evening all. I will wait you to ask your questions. I will say Mazi Ocho, you are the first to go straight to the point. Good evening from you. Mazi, are you there? Tap your microphone and continue speaking. Not sure if he is ready there. Okay. I call upon Tony. Tony, please go through your question if you have any. If I call on you, do not show that.
All right, I think we've lost you, Success. If you are still, your network is still allowing you, please, you can talk. Pastor Van, you just join us.
I had some interruption, so I have to mute. So, Jaja, please go ahead. Make Bamba a co-host, please, sir.
Yes.
Jaja, are you hearing me? I don't know if all these people I'm calling to speak
yes,
are here.
I'm here. I'm here. Mazi Success, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Eba. I salute you from here. Our own Prime Minister, I salute you. you're a great man. We don't know how much to thank you, my brother. Success. This one you said that we shouldn't praise him. That is the only thing we have come here to do, because most people, we don't have any other question to ask. Every question has been answered. Honestly, every question has been answered, and I salute you also, our Deputy Minister of Information. I salute you. May Elohim continue to guide you, our Prime Minister, on everything that you're doing that is removing shame and disgrace on our faces. May God of Biafra continue to protect you. Ise.
Okay, Pastor Bam, you can go ahead. Please, as you bring in people, I will be here to take them out. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you so much. Greetings to my able, formidable, unstoppable Prime Minister. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I'm always honored to be in the same platform with my PM. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Success. I'm happy to be with you, my capable comrade. Thank you so much. Greetings, fellow Biafrans. Please, let's go quickly as the Prime Minister is here. And I'm sorry for joining late. I'm just coming in from work now. Thank you so much. All right, Success, I will begin to bring them in, and then you give them the microphone, please. Thank you, Success. Or do you want me to be giving them the microphone, Success? Okay, it looks like Success.
Giving them the microphone, yes.
Okay, I will do.
Give them the microphone.
I'll do just
them
that.
in.
All right.
When they finish speaking, I will take them out. That's my work. Yes.
Beautiful. Mazi Ochoa Oji, please take the microphone and go straight to the point, please. I know you have to follow the protocol, like Success said earlier. You don't so much accolade. Just go straight to the point. The PM will answer your question. Thank you very much.
All right. Good evening. Good evening, Honorable Prime Minister, and Happy New Year. Please, my question is a short one. I just want to know if we've tried to, if our government in Ezra have tried to reach out of hand of friendship to the people of Sahel, the new military regime there, like the people from Niger, Republic, Burkina Faso, and I think Mali. And if we have done that, has there been any response from them in terms of alliance with them? Because at this point, I think we also need any alliance we could get, like we can get from anywhere if possible. And the second one would be, has there been any move to get an alliance from Russia, or in terms of help, if not even in person, maybe in terms of helping us with the necessary tools that we need for our liberation? Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this point, we choose to make public the alliance we want to make public. So your question is not something I'm going to address now. But whether we are making move for alliances, yes, we are making move for alliances. Whether we are getting responses, yes, we are getting responses. But whether we have contacted Niger, Russia, this one, that one is not a relevant question at this point. So the government of Biafra is doing everything to make alliances with other nations. And this year we will focus on recognition from countries. So we are doing that. Thank you.
Thank you, PM Ochoa. I'm very sure you've gotten the answer there. Biafra government has presented a better solution. A better solution. Those are the areas where you should address your questions to. A better solution. What better solution do we have? Ask questions in that regard, please. I am giving you the microphone, please. Ifeanyi Chukwu, please take the microphone and go straight to the point.
Good evening, everybody. All protocols duly observed. Good evening, my PM. My question goes like this. When the time for the database, when the link will be released, can someone register any, like, can I register myself and family and everybody that I know? Like, can I register them from my phone? That is my question. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. The Biafra government, like you see, we have presented a better solution. Solution is that you will do everything at your own comfort zone. And of course, decision will be made based on the information you presented. We'll go into investigation to know the information you presented. There are a lot of requirements. Once you meet the requirement to be recognized as a Biafran on your data application, it will be approved, and you are going to receive the information that your application has been approved as a Biafran. Also, when that is happening, when you register yourself and your family, you are going to monitor and follow the process of the application from reviewing period to the decision making. Once a decision is made, you are going to see that the decision has been made on your application as a Biafran citizen. And at the same time, you are also going to follow the live procedures of the database collection system. So once you register yourself in the Biafra security and database website, you will have your own account and your own details where you can monitor the progress of your application, and of course that of your family. So if you meet the requirement to be verified at this early stage as a Biafra, yes, you can do that with your phone, with your laptop, and in the comfort of your zone. That is how far and how innovative we have become and what we have done so far. And then also, it is going to have what we call facial recognition. You can never cheat it. The facial recognition of the Biafra database is powered by Jumio. You get some picture, you're going to snap yourself, so you can't duplicate your identity. You can never have Tinubu of Biafra. You can never have Shetima of Biafra. You are Okechukwu. Once we capture your face, we have captured you. You can never change your data again. That is the kind of integrity Biafra nation is going to bring to the world, so that any place you go as a Biafran, you'll be respected. Not like in Nigeria, that your Nigeria passport is not a valid identification document in Finland. We have gone that far. Finland don't recognize Nigeria international passport. You can never use it for anything in Finland. In case nobody knows this, this is what is happening here. So Biafra will build that particular trust. And that's why we say we have presented a better solution to the strong database. So once you are making application, you take your facial recognition. If another person uses your face, it will never ever confirm that it is you. So the Jumio is one of the most trusted company that are verifying documents for government, banks, financial institution, and name it. Biafra government has signed agreement with Jumio, and Jumio verification will be integrated into our database system for verification of individuals and their identities. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. Very, very elaborated explanation there, and I'm sure everybody is clear on that. And if Chuku is giving it 100%, which is to say, it is clarified. Thank you so much. Okay.
And then also let me say it like I said, we are not hiding anything. There is nothing like hide. The enemy we know, and we sabotage it. No, it means you don't know what is freedom. It means you don't know. You are not sure of what you are doing, and that was what they have done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for decades. They push him left, right, center, and sometimes it is by the grace of God that he continued to start strong. I remember in those days, there are some questions the people that are surrounding him who were actually using him to project their Nigeria pressure group. Tell him, don't answer. If you answer, they will sabotage. And then he will tell you, well, we are not going to tell you how we do it. We tell you now, you go and tell Fulani, and they will go and sabotage it. That is the work and advisors that surrounded him. These criminals you see parading themselves today. We don't do that in this government. We tell you what we want to do. We tell you how we are going to do it, because it is a foundational issue. The foundation is strong. You can't go and sabotage it and let us see. I'm telling you what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, so that you will know what you are doing. Not don't do this hide and seek game. So our own freedom fighting is open and pump and play. We are not hiding anything, my brother. Thank you.
Wow. Kai se kwado bro ka ha se kwado na mbụ. Hey, Chineke mene mebere. Thank you, my peer. Thank you so much, sir. All right, if you can go back and start listening while we bring in more people. Please, I am giving you the microphone. Uzo Chuku, a disciple of. Please take the microphone. Please, 60 seconds. There are so many people here. Just go straight to the point, please.
Thank you.
More of that clap. More of that clap.
I love it. I love it. My Prime Minister, you deserve the clap. You deserve it. Thank you. My honorable Prime Minister, Odogu, Opatobie, Okukosirime. I am honored to be in your space. Thank you, my Prime Minister. Thank you, my success, and Honorable Pastor Vam. I wish to greet everyone on the space. My PM, I have nothing much to ask you, but I want to really appreciate you and say may you carry on. Anyway, it's Mas Uzochukwu from East London, the small London, the one you always know from small London. Thank you, my Prime Minister. You have been doing great, and we are solidly behind you. The Lord will lift you and bless you until you carry us on until you finish what God has embedded into your hands. May your days be long. May your days continue. May grace rest upon you. I have nothing much to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Uzochukwu. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Please, we are going to give the microphone very quickly to our own. Let's give this to Kama first. Kama Israel. Please take the microphone. Kama Israel.
Thank you, our PM. I greet you. Is Kama Israel. PM, I just have this question for you. I listened to you on Christmas Day. I listened to you on 1st of January, even on the 30th. I don't know whether you decide to reserve some of the achievement of last year, because you didn't mention a lot of them. And one of them, which is the main reason why we achieved everything, is the exposition that you made, that the evil people who were sabotaging the struggle for years, for over 13 years, you exposed them and you expelled them, and that was the reason we were able to make, a big achievement in 2023, plus other achievements, which is numerous, that I won't be able to mention them. I don't know whether you decide to reserve some, maybe for later. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Like I said, that if we begin to list every single achievement we made, it will take the whole day, because there are a lot, of course. And the good part about this whole thing is that it is we they do it is show. So it is not something that is hidden. We are not underground. So
ndị be anyị daalụ nne nụ Igbo ọma na-ege ntị, daalụ nkunu si na-esoro anyị ya na-eme dị iche iche n'elu akwụkwọ. Dịka o si dị, gịnị ka ị nwere ikwu gbasara maka ya bụ ife ndị nụgasịrị Biafran Prime Minister kwugasịrị n'elu akwụkwọ, ebe ọ na-apụtagasị aka dị iche iche, ka ife nwere ike ikwu gbasara maka ya bụ ife. Ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ kabaro ka edropụra ya on the comment section below na Eastern News 24. Dịka o si dị, anyị ga na-etinyekwe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na ekpere dịka anyị na-eche anya na ọ ya apụta, anyị sị ka Chukwu oke abịa ma nọnyere ya. Otu anyị kwuru, otu a ka ọ ya dịrịrị. Ise ise ise. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Kemesiano Ndebaya.